Hello, Brother Munro here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts and to me trying to design something for Stealth 17's next tournament. I designed one for his first tournament, the 1920s battleships. This is 1940s Battlecruisers. I have gone back to vanilla, no balance mod, as requested. We have a budget of 600 million. Including crew, and I'm going with Austria-Hungary, mainly because my community wanted me to, but also I think Austria-Hungary, because I initially forgot it on the poll that I ran, it's maybe going to be overlooked by other designers, and I have a slightly higher chance of getting my design picked, but we shall see. Anyway, I have three choices: the large cruiser, the modern one, or the fast battleship. The fast battleship really appeals. It's got good stability at 90. It's got good floatability at 83. Only the super battleship is really outdoing it for those numbers. And a resistance of 92, which kind of puts it in battleship territory. It can go reasonably fast at 32.5 knots. And it has a base cost of 164 million. That's at 75,000 tons, though. So I'm actually going to go... We're going to start off at 45,000 tons and the full 32.5 knots. And I'm going to go from here. So the towers have good stats, even if they're not particularly interesting shape-wise. Costs are relatively similar. Weights are relatively similar, but I think the Modern Tower 2, giving 30 base accuracy for 6.3 million. I'm paying a lot more for not very much. So I'm going to go with the Modern Tower 2. In terms of the rear towers, these ones are the best in terms of stats. But this one here has 20 base accuracy on 1,000 tons for 3.2 million. This one's slightly lighter, slightly more expensive, same base accuracy. So you're not getting too much for these extra ones. I think that possibly the Light Secondary Tower 6 is going to be my best bet, price performance wise. Actually, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm going to go for the 6. It is quite big, is my only concern. So I might have to lengthen the ship to the next level, which happens at around about 55,000 tons. Could get a nice round number. Okay, funnel wise, we can fit 2. I do like fitting 2, but they don't exactly line up. So I'm going to just fit the 1, and we can have a choice of where we put it for balancing. That'll be quite helpful. Guns, we have a few options. We have Mark III all the way up to 18-inch. But I'm going to go with 15s, because that is the highest Mark IV gun that I get access to. And I'm pretty sure that on this ship, yeah, there is a built-in barbette on that light tower. So I'm going to go for an 8-gun hood-style ship. Standard barbette be okay? They're quite chunky, these turrets. I mean, I know it fits, but aesthetics are also important. Yeah, that actually looks fine. It goes out a little bit, but it's not too bad. Okay, so 8 15-inch guns. We can make them 45 caliber pretty easily. I'll come back to caliber. I might lengthen to 50. We'll see how the rest of the build goes. I'm probably going to go with geared to oil balanced boilers. That's usually a pretty good setup. Range, we're going to reduce because it's a custom battle. Crew, I'm going to try and get in an 85 crew like I did previously. 85 veteran crew. That gives me maximum buffs. 30% accuracy, 50% aiming, minus 20% reload time, and 60% damage control without overspending. And I'm still got about half my budget left. I'm going to go with Orcs Diesel. Very good steering so that the AI can dodge. Barbette 5, double bottom hull, no torpedo. AON. Let's see, costs increasing rapidly, especially when I include... Right, let's go for everything that I would want. We can ignore that. We should probably bring a sonar set and a rangefinder. Actually, can I just reduce the displacement back down? I think I can get away with it. It's going to have worse pitch and roll. But that saves so much money. I'd rather have the ship performing well. Now, TNT4, I think, is the obvious choice for the hull weight reduction. I reckon we're going to have some pretty well-armoured ships. So I'm going to go for tube powder 3. That's the lowest flash fire chance tube powder. Where's my flash fire chance? 0% on standards. Super heavies, it does go up to 3.7, but that should give me very, very, very punchy shells. Autoloader, electrohydro turrets. And then we're going to have to go cost saving somewhere. Again, I've got loads of displacement spare at the moment. It's more just costs. Oh well, we'll figure something out. I'm not going to bother with secondaries. The secondary interference bug is pretty annoying. And also, they're not going to do too much in a battleship on battleship fight. In terms of pen, typical battle ranges are probably going to be about 22, call it 25,000 meters. We're going to be fighting at relatively long range. That's also our HE max range. But we've got armor qualities here at 163. So 36.6 divided by 2.63 is about 14 inches of pen belt at those long ranges, but we're probably going to be hitting decks. 45.6 divided by 2.63. So we can go through about 17 inches of deck. So we've got very good deck pen at those long ranges. And once we close to closer range, like 15,000 meters, 52.3 divided by 2.63, we can go through about a 20-inch belt. So these guns are plenty punchy. I think the 45 is a good middle ground. I could lengthen them to 40, but that will up the price quite a lot. And the other thing I'm noticing is this thing has no armor at all, which is a bit of a problem. So we are going to armor this thing up. Now, I'd love to run a 2010 scheme, and I probably have the displacement for it as well. What's the max armor on the turrets? 21.8. And 21 on the barbette. Okay, let's not run a 2010 scheme. That's maybe a bit ambitious. Let's run that on the turret and do an 18.9. with layering. So 9, 4.5, oops, 4.5. What's the maximum I can push that to? What, 3 then? 4.5, 3, 1.5. I'm on a wait, but I'm seriously over budget. Okay. Now, given that I'm underweight, there is some. Oh, I could be cheeky. This hull's already quite low in the water. Happens if we go low draft. It's quite risky going low draft, low beam as well, but we could reduce the beam. And now I only need to save 20 million. It will take significantly increased damage if we take a hit. But, I mean, what's it changed from and to? Minus 48. Minus 54. So we're going from a minus 54 gun damage to a minus 38 gun damage. So we are still getting a reduction. We're not taking an increase or anything like that. And now I just need to lose 20 million. So let's have a look at anything that stands out as being particularly expensive. Well, the crew, obviously. Armor is relatively expensive, but is there anything else in the thousands? Big turrets. Barbette. Armor is quite expensive. Yeah, I've spent a lot on armor. I've spent a lot of engines as well. What about losing half a knot of speed? How much money does that save me? Not very much. Not very much. I could change the tower. The funnel. It doesn't save a huge amount, but the smallest funnel does work. We maybe change off balanced. What about induced boilers? Oh, we could go naturals. There we go. That saves us some money. I could swap from the light 6 to the light 5. That'll save me about 3 million. So now I only need to drop 10 million. And we do have a bit of an aft weight offset, so I can pull this gun back a bit. There we go. Balanced 9 million. 9 million. What about going down to geared 1? Yeah, that'll do it. Geared 1, and I can actually bring a little bit of beam back if I do that. Minus 8. No. One other option is to go with diesels, but they are very expensive. So yeah, regular geared turbines rather than the double reduction gears gets me under budget. Yes, very, very tiny aft weight offset. So anyway, I can reduce that. That's fine. Pitch is good, roll is good, engine efficiency is good. We're under budget, we're under displacement as well, but I don't really have the money to increase anything. I could change off of modern armor too. It is very expensive. I could go down a quality level, but then I'm hitting my displacement limit, so I think it is more efficient to use the modern 2. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's not perfect. 8 15-inch guns is not exactly a huge amount of firepower, especially for 1940. But it is very much a fast battleship, 32.5 knots. It's got all the bells and whistles. It's reasonably well protected. And we're really relying on that veteran crew carrying us through. I don't know. Could it be better? I don't know. I think it's good enough. Will it win? I don't know. You just don't know what the enemy's going to come at you with. All right. I think the best thing to do then is to test it. So I'm going to save the design. I'm going to head out of the constructor. I hope it did save it. It better have done. Germany, France, Britain, China, Spain. Oops, Austria. Please don't make me do it all again, game. Obviously, I have a ton of shared designs because of all your lovely entries, which are all going to have to be done again. It did. It just didn't say. It's just called the Monte. Yeah, I'm not going to call it that. It's going to be Munro. There we go. Slightly more recognisable name. Right. Let's head to a custom battle. Austria, 1940. I can't remember what range Stealth City was starting at. I'm going to just guess it was 30. And it's the 3v3 format. Russia. Why not? He did say it was going to be random. Let's go share design always so that we might get a player-built design. Should be a good test. And yeah, we're going to use the Munrovian Kampf Kreuzer. And I know Schlachtkreuzer is the correct term. That is not my ship. Did they still not fix that? Kaiser Max, Munrovian Kampf Kreuzer. Okay, there we go. Nope, still the wrong ones. Let me use my ship, damn it. Yes, there we go. Only took like 3 attempts. Well, it'll be AI on. The tournament is engaged with. That looks like a player design to me. Should be a decent testing ground. What I'm curious about is the initial accuracy. 8.5. It's not too bad. Oh, we do take a hit. Main deck bend too, but... Oh no, we're hitting them. Okay, good. This will be done on times 10. 9% at 26 kilometers. Early in the battle, it's really not bad. We're going to get the range found bonus building up quite nicely. It's already at 300%. And that lead Russian ship has already taken a bit of damage. Should get that thumbnail, of course. Curious to get a look at these Russian ships. Are they going to hit back? definitely getting the advantage over them to start with. Of course, a bit of flooding. Being Russian, these probably have pretty good base resistance. That's a pretty big hit there on the Kampf. But the lead Russian ship now falling out of the line. I don't mind getting over pens if they cause flooding. Oof, big hits. What are these guys using? 18-inch? Okay, also a good test then. How well our ships hold up under pretty intense firepower. AI, of course, focusing on the wrong ship, but never mind. Shouldn't fire at the ship when it's manoeuvring around like that. More flooding hits. Ugh, more big hits. Definitely holding on. It's a lot of flooding. Good test of their damage control ability. How many hits have they taken? 7 penetrating hit. Well, a bunch more there. Holding up well against 18-inch shell fire. And we level the scores. 1 sunk ship each. Okay, there you go. If this is your design, let me know. Maximum bulkheads, way more money. Almost double what ours cost. Slower, less armor. They're probably running 100 veteran crew with 18-inch 50 caliber guns. So, interesting test case. These would be disqualified from the tournament for costing too much money. 75,000 tons, or near as makes a difference. What kind of shells are they firing? Cap ballistic, standard, Chupana, TNT. Oh, that's one thing I didn't check. I didn't check my HE stats. I think I just left them on base fuse, didn't I? No, I left them on incendiary shells. Okay, I need to go back and have a look at that. I'm not a big fan of the incendiary shells. We're close to very close range here. But consistently getting hits and damage. Taking out even main guns. They're presumably well armoured. Yeah, 18-inch. So definitely able to hurt them. And we're definitely able to take hits. Like 18-inch shells. I think... I mean, someone might come with 18-inch super heavies. Or even 20-inch guns, actually. It's 1940. Some of the super battlecruisers can mount them. But yeah, given that that's a player design with a lot of 18-inch guns as well. There's not 8 of them, they've got 12. It's a very high firepower build. With presumably good resists as well. I have to have a look at it, but... a successful test, I think. Right, I'm going to head... I'm going to head back to the designer. Yeah, so the Lissa there, which was still alive at the end, took 12,000 damage, 5 pens from 18-inch shells, and was still combat effective at the end there. Look at that main gun accuracy, even the one that got sunk. 21%, 42%, 37%. That's all very good over the course of a battle, starting at that sort of range. Yeah, promising. No, don't want to play again. We're going to go back to the shared designs because we can't just swap between the two modes easily, and then we're going to go to 1940, which is going to take a while the game loads up all the designs. Okay, so HE. HE probably not going to come into it too much. The incendiary just does not have enough pen. I think that, I mean, the lowest amount of armor that I'm running is 2-inch. Let's design it around our own ship. So 2-inch, if I'm thinking that 2-inch is kind of the minimum level of armor, that's probably what people will be running in their superstructures. Maybe a bit less, but at least 2. That is base paying about 5. So we want to have at least 5-inch of HE pen. So let's start with base views. That is giving me 5-inch on the decks at 20,000 meters plus. I don't know whether superstructure counts as a belt or a deck. And then that swaps to 20,000 meters. At 20,000 meters, it swaps over to belts, being able to go through that. So yeah, base views seems like the one to go for me, which is why I nearly always pick it. Yeah, if someone has gone torpedo heavy, I'm going to rely on the AI's omniscience, the fact that they have sonar, a very good turning circle, good maneuverability, all the rest of it to just avoid the things. And yeah, I think if they get picked, they will do reasonably well. Of course, there is no guarantee. It is up to fate and the spin of the wheel whether these things end up in the tournament or not. But I think I've shown the potential for this design. And if you're submitting a design, let me know down in the comments of the video what your idea is, what you think of mine, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.